You've had it happen. Somebody sends you a document, a site, or a code base, and it looks great, it sounds confident the whole way through, and then you get to the end and you've got nothing. Slop isn't a fancy word for bad writing. Slop is content that looks like work and doesn't contain any. Exactly this costs you real time, because the person who sent it got it done in minutes instead of a day, and everyone sees that saving. Everything that guesses who wrote it is broken. Detectors wrong most of the time and wrong about the real person. Humanizers, they just hide the signs and fix nothing, and asking a model agrees with people at chance and prefers slop. You choose. How it works is simple. You give it a draft, you give it a document, you give it a blog, a site, an image, a code base, then you check if it's true or not, so it'll use the research skills, and afterwards it'll identify the style, then it'll do the tests, and afterwards it'll provide you the findings. It's less about that, more about actions. To start, you will need to install the current skill, and how to install it is quite simple. You will need to go to the current GitHub. You will also find the link, by the way, down in the description. Afterwards, you will need to open a terminal. So inside the terminal, or your VS Code, or any sort of IDE, anti-gravity, or cursor, or whatever you're using, or even Claude Desktop or Codex app, you will summon your Claude or Codex agent, and here you will need, of course, to prompt to install the current skill. You can just copy here, boom, paste, and here you can just put install this skill. Yeah, it's simple as that, because I have already installed this skill, and after that you will be able to have a specific command. So this command is / anti-slop. So as soon as you run this command, you have different aspects. So I'm just going to guide you also through the process of the specific commands. So we have here, we have anti-slop, so route speaks the right leaf and explains the layer. We have also slop review, read only reviewer, severity and confidence on separate access. We have slop rewrite, repair past consumes findings and never derives them. We also have slop code, which is code and documentation surfaces, which is also very important, and slop verify, which is citations, links, packages, and residue. So for this case, for this specific example, I have asked here Gemini, hey there, write for me a blog about medicine. And here is exactly what it wrote. Right now, I'll just gonna copy this, go here, paste, and let's see exactly what it outputs. In the meantime, till it does that exactly, I'll just even close this for now. I will guide you through the process, because here, this plugin, this skill is special. Why? Because inside our repo, we also have here the anti-slop brain. We have the plugin, which is the skill itself, and of course the documentation, the research, but we also have the brain. Here is an example of how the brain looks. Here we have the anti-slop brain inside, following best principles in regards to that. So all of this is source cited from trustworthy sources, everyone, just for information. So anti-slop brain is the evidence-gated obsidian brain for detection and repair of AI slop in prose, code, documentation, and agent output, grounded in corpus evidence rather than authorship detection. So this directory is a component of the anti-slop repository, not a standalone project, just for information. So far it's mature. The buyers, by the way, just for information, guys, it's for writers, engineers, and agent operators who ship AI-assisted work. I will say for everyone, all of you that are currently watching this video and need a defensible source-cited way to find and fix substances defects without accusing anyone of using AI. Because yes, you can use humanizers, but at the end, what if the information within is not proper? What if the information within is incorrect? And imagine if you have maybe a niche, let's say medical niche or a legal niche, where you need to have full-on concentration and there is no room for mistake. So this is exactly what this current repo is. So we're going to have also a brain inside here, and here is everything in regards to AI slop. Here, if I'm going to open, for example, the wiki, here we have concepts, we have AI slop, exactly what it is. We have constraints, bit coaxing. So again, ideologies in regards to that. We have distributional convergence. We have modal collapse. Signs are not the problem. Psychophancy, the generation verification, workshop. We have counter-arguments, detection, exactly, content provenance, detector bias, human expert review, humanizers, model fingerprints, regulation and governance, watermarking, why detection fails, and there's so many other things. This is just the brain for the current skill, the current plugin. It contains all the source-cited information on how to detect and how to fix and how to verify any sort of AI slop, that being documents, that being code base, that being text, that being blogs, that being images, so any sort of these things. So as soon as we have installed the current skill, for example, here I just put anti-slop and I just put the blog that was currently created by Gemini in it took maybe 30 seconds. So the current identifier right now, as you can see right now here, it's running the commands. So made one scratchpad edit. So it's checking right now the postal use, so right hook return blocking error. Okay, it's doing its work in the background. So it's lint voice found, mechanical defects report only. The scanner reports residue, placeholder, references integrity, package existence, or house style. It does not just authorship, and it does not evidence that is not evidence about who or what wrote this specific test. So the file landed. The hook fired an in-house style rule that belongs to the source text itself. So once again, we have the full-on pipeline right now here, an ideology on exactly how to review the current slop. So you can see right now here, we have the reply. Here we have the slop review, the future of medicine, how AI and automation are reshaping healthcare. 407 words, reviewed as the future of medicine.md. So I prepared the file, it put it also inside my computer, just for my own reference in future. So imagine I'm just going down. So far here we have scanner 0, exit 1, scanner second. So not all of them are applicable. Then we have the lint voice with one exit, one house violation. Wow, M dash, and for the call, how so you didn't remove the M dashes here, same as humanizers are doing, by the way. So look at these guys. This is very, very, very important. So please have a look right now here. We have fix one. Imagine high confidence. I'm gonna even put it here. I'll even try to magnify so I'll be able to see. Oof, that's too much. I'm just gonna put it here. So you'll be able to understand exactly what I'm talking about, because this is very serious and the AI slop is just everywhere. And as I mentioned before, I am tired of all this thing, right? So we have quite a few findings here. Imagine that just a blog that I asked Gemini to write for me about medicine. That was my prompt. Finding number 1, confidence high. Quantified claim that does not resolve. Here we have line 34, section 4. So administrative relief for healthcare providers, bullet streamline operations. Quote, hospital networks are deploying automated workflow engines to manage appointments, scheduling, resource allocation, and blah, 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 blah. And then we have the artifact, thousands of hours is a magnitude with no denominator, no named hospital network, no measurement period, and no source. The document contains no citations, no bibliography, and no name institution anywhere. The claim does not resolve, it is load bearing, it is the only quantified payoff in the section cluster. So this is one thing that it identified. Then the second one, which is the superlative empirical claim that does not resolve. Another one. Then another high one, which is comparative performance claim that does not resolve. And here is again test attribution and the artifact vast global dataset is an appeal of unnamed body of evidence. So again, in the current block, there is no evidence. And another one. And then another one. And we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow. So far, 14 things were identified in the current blog, which are definitely faulty. And I imagine maybe you are a blog writer or you're a content writer and you want to write a blog, you're just going to Gemini and writing, and maybe you have not used the Claude blog skill perhaps, and boom, you have AI slop. So even this, by the way, Anti-Slop, I will try to integrate inside their Claude blog skill because it's very important and I'm really proud of it. It really identifies everything. And right now, let's say, okay, we have the blog. What can I do? Hey there, so based on this, can you please rewrite this whole blog for me? Of course you can do that, that one also. So any sort of content you have, of course, first you can review, and afterwards you can just fix it, everyone. So for me, right? And it's just easy as that. So like that, I am definitely confident that at least with this tool, we're gonna help our future AI models, our future generations that we're gonna search with ChatGPT or with Gemini or with Claude or with any sort of future AI agents will not have slop anymore, because that's a big problem in the current space. And I really hope that this is going to be a start for everything. And I will say basically that's it, everyone. This is the Anti-Slop skill plugin tool for your AI agents, for all of them. So you can find the link down in the description. Press like, press subscribe, and hope to see you next time. And once again, thank you for watching, everyone. Ciao, ciao.